Okay. Fossil fuels are running low. Many scientists are trying to figure out how to slow down or stop this process. Some have turned to alternative energy sources. Nuclear power is the best way to go because some energy is produced naturally. It can be man-made. It uses uranium, which is a resource that won't be used up quickly, and instead of using fossil fuels, it generates heat, and it doesn't produce carbon dioxide.
Well, I don't think so. I think solar power is the best way to go because it's cheaper, it's safer, it can't explode. People aren't afraid of it. It will provide so many jobs. What am I supposed to do with my thing?
Just pick it up and just be like, this.
This chart, this pictograph, shows how many jobs it will create. It is, solar power will create almost as many jobs as construction has in the past.
Wow.
Do you want me to continue?
I don't know. I can't think of anything else for nuclear power. Well, you said something about it being safer. Nuclear power is pretty safe. It's one of the safest types of energy. The space around a nuclear plant is restricted for people to go in, and they're kept under very good surveillance, and the people there know how to work their machinery because they've been trained, so it wouldn't pose that much of a threat. As for the workers, I don't know how many jobs nuclear power would give.
Also, solar power is way easier to understand than nuclear power. It'll take more time to train for nuclear power than it will for solar power. This is how simple solar power is. It's pretty simple. Solar power will also, it is currently in use for many companies, and it is the #1 choice for company use for almost all of the other alternative energy sources.
Well, nuclear energy is continuing to increase around the world. It supplies about 17% of the world's electricity and is currently one of the fastest growing
energy sources?
Yeah, energy sources that is in the United States right now.
Solar power will not take up very much space. Here is a chart showing how much space it will take to power the whole entire world using solar panels alone. Also, people think that solar power is really expensive, and they're right. But it shows that, this graph shows that it will decline as it becomes more popular and as more people use it. Also, places like Arizona, New Jersey, Nevada, and Colorado have they're really sunny most of the year and like all day, and it will be really nice for them to cut down on the energy costs. And solar panels will cut down on your total energy bill because most of your energy bill, 60% of it, is space heating, and it can power space heating along with everything else.
Okay. Nuclear energy does take up some space, but we could use the plants that we already have for fossil fuels and just get rid of that and put the new equipment inside the fossil fuel plants and use those for nuclear energy. And also, nuclear energy gives you more power for your dollar, and you only have to have a small amount of fuel to get a big amount of energy. It's also not expensive to make, even though people think it is, because uranium is really abundant in the earth, and I lost my thought. Because it's really abundant in the earth. And it only gives off small amounts of waste, so we wouldn't need a lot of space for waste, and then that would give us time to find a way to safely dispose of the waste. There we go.
Solar power is also awesome because it can be used to power vehicles, and nuclear power cannot, because that would be very bad if you got in a car crash and all of a sudden your car was turned into a nuclear bomb. Is that it?
Yeah, and we're done.